Wrapping up the week on Tesla Shorts Time, episode 530. Patrick here in Vancouver. It's July 3rd, 2026. Let's close out the week with today's Tesla news. Tesla posted its fourth best quarter ever with 480,126 deliveries, but the stock still dropped 7.5%. Tesla reported 451,758 vehicles produced in the second quarter, along with 480,126 deliveries. The company also deployed 13.5 gigawatt hours of energy storage during the period. These figures mark the fourth best quarter in Tesla history for vehicle deliveries. The results exceeded forecasts and triggered gains in shares of Chinese suppliers tied to Tesla production. Tesla will stream its full second quarter update live on X on July 22 at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. While the overall delivery numbers show broad recovery, one specific product launch is expanding Tesla's U.S. SUV lineup. Tesla began U.S. sales of the 6-seat Model Y L variant with an extended wheelbase. The Launch Series edition is priced at $61,990 and includes specific interior upgrades. The Model Y L Launch Series features door trim puddle lights, a suede dashboard wing, exclusive badging, floor mats, and sill plates. The model offers an extended wheelbase for more interior space and a 325-mile range. It has been available in China since last year and is now offered in the United States and Puerto Rico. As Tesla adds new variants at home, it is also navigating shifting competitive positions abroad. China's BYD surpassed Tesla to regain lead in global EV race. BYD overtook Tesla again in global EV sales volume during the quarter. Tesla still posted strong growth. BYD's broader lineup and domestic strength allowed it to reclaim the top spot. The shift underscores ongoing competition in the worldwide EV market. South China Morning Post covered the change in the global EV race. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 increased sales year over year, while several other non-Tesla EVs saw declines. It now holds the top position among EVs excluding Tesla models in the US market. The gain highlights shifting buyer preferences among non-Tesla options. Inside EVs reported the updated ranking based on recent US sales data. The Ioniq 5 achieved the lead through stronger year-over-year performance. Other non-Tesla models recorded sales declines in the same period. This places the Ioniq 5 as the leading option outside the Tesla lineup. The same competitive pressure is visible in individual markets where policy support is changing. Tesla increased Model Y prices in South Korea following government approval of subsidies for the vehicle. The adjustment came after the company captured 30% of imported car sales in the market. Sales have risen sharply since the subsidy decision. Tesla vehicles now account for 30% of all imported cars sold in South Korea. The Model Y in particular dominates the imported segment. Strong demand followed the recent subsidy approval and price adjustments. Business Korea and electric-vehicles.com both reported on the price changes and market share. South Korea is not the only market showing strong Tesla demand this quarter. The Model Y set a new single-month sales record in Australia. Combined Tesla and BYD EV sales helped push electric vehicles to 23.4% of the overall market. The result reflects continued strong demand in the region. Bassinor noted the record for the Model Y. Tesla and BYD together drove the monthly totals. The combined volumes lifted the electric segment past earlier peaks. Google News carried the report on the Australian market share. Volume momentum is also pushing Tesla toward a major cumulative milestone. Tesla is on pace to hit 10 million cumulative vehicle sales during the current quarter. The second quarter delivery total of 480,126 contributed to this milestone. Cumulative figures track total vehicles delivered since production began. Clean Technica projected the 10 million threshold based on the latest deliveries. Not every story this week is about growth. One incident drew legal attention. Authorities charged the driver of a Tesla involved in a fatal Florida crash with manslaughter. The case centers on driver actions rather than vehicle systems. Details remain limited pending further investigation. Teslarati posted the update from Florida authorities. Before we wrap the main news, here is a closer look at how subsidies affect pricing decisions. Subsidies in markets like South Korea alter the effective transaction price more directly than most product changes. When approval arrives, Tesla can raise the posted price without losing buyer interest because the net cost to the customer stays similar or improves. The adjustment reveals how much of the original price already incorporated expected incentive levels rather than pure production costs. This dynamic differs from pure technology-driven price reductions, which reflect falling component costs or manufacturing scale. In South Korea, the move followed subsidy confirmation and coincided with Tesla claiming 30% of imported vehicle sales. The sequence shows pricing power tied to policy timing instead of internal efficiencies alone. For the business, the pattern affects gross margin visibility and demand forecasting. Companies must decide whether to lock in higher list prices once incentives appear or keep headroom for future policy shifts. Watching how Tesla manages this balance in additional markets will clarify whether subsidy-linked pricing becomes a recurring tool or a temporary response. Strong second quarter results sent shares of Chinese companies supplying Tesla higher. The delivery beat created immediate positive movement in supplier equities tied to Tesla production. Investors viewed the 480,126 figure as confirmation of sustained demand. The reaction shows how Tesla's volume directly influences its upstream partners in China. Google News tracked the supplier share gains following the delivery release. Shares fell sharply even after the strong delivery report. Traders appear focused on an unspecified July 7 event rather than the quarterly volume. The price action shows how forward-looking catalysts can override near-term results. Market participants are watching for details on what the announcement may cover. Morningstar noted the 7.5% decline despite the volume beat. Both Tesla and BYD set new monthly records in Australia. EV market share climbed to 23.4%, driven by strong Model Y and BYD volumes. The result marks a notable step in Australia's shift toward electric vehicles. Combined sales from the two companies pushed the segment higher than previous peaks. Google News reported the combined record month. A Chinese EV executive publicly ranked Tesla's FSD as the sole first-tier autonomous system. The comment singled out Tesla's approach above other competitors in the market. It highlights perceived technical leadership in supervised autonomy from an industry insider. The statement adds to ongoing debate about relative capabilities across global players. Google News carried the executive's ranking of FSD. Tesla shares declined 7.5%, even after reporting 480,126 deliveries and 25% year-over-year growth. Investors focused instead on an unspecified July 7 announcement and broader valuation concerns. The reaction shows that strong volume alone does not guarantee positive stock movement when other catalysts dominate sentiment. Morningstar highlighted the disconnect between deliveries and the share price reaction. Tomorrow, we will be watching for any details that emerge about the July 7 announcement and how it may shape near-term sentiment. That's your Tesla news for today. TSLA closed at $393.45, down $31.85, 7.5%. If you found this useful, a rating or review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify really helps new listeners find the show. You can also find us on X at Tesla Shorts Time. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. And before you go, this show is part of the NARA Network, a family of daily podcasts on tech, science, and markets, each one a short, sharp briefing you can finish on the commute. If today earned its place in your feed, here's your next listen, OmniView, a balanced daily world news briefing that takes every side seriously. Find every show free at naranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.